everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy 2024.
Is it, Amy? Is it a Happy New Year? Yeah, it is.
Oh, my God.
My resolution is to be a downer at all times.
No, it's going to be a great New Year. So
Yes.
thank you guys for joining us. We are so excited. We have a lot of different things kind of in the works for 2024.
Yeah.
Not just our Sunday drives, but for real estate, for Heart and Home Orlando, for a couple of really fantastic series that we have coming up, including some with a builder, which is going to be absolutely awesome.
If you see the posters on the side here as we pass, just to talk about things coming up, that's going to be where the water park is.
Yeah, right?
The surf park. So they're
Yes.
going to build a big wave pool, whatever.
And we haven't told them where we are.
We're coming up Avalon Road.
Yeah,
Coming
so
up Avalon. Porter is up here to the hospital. This is where we start a lot of our Sunday drives because it's near where we live.
it is. But what's really different, and you'll see that it looks different if you watch these with us, not only do we have the hospital here, but we've added some new stoplights.
Yes. Oh, this is big
not
news.
only, so like right here is one of the new areas. You see all of the cones, you see all of the, the newly paved road, the newly lined road.
The little curb right there that I'm sure lots of people hit.
That's just, I don't know what they're doing
Yeah.
there. But so this is the new stoplight here at Porter Road. So again, if you go over to the right, you've got some the hospital. You've got some shopping. There's a little set over there. Taking a left, look at that massive building over there.
Medical College.
That is amazing. It is so far under construction at this point. Over to the right is Lakeside at Hamlin. That's the Dreamfinders community that's essentially sold out, but they've got a new section kind of coming up with some of their bungalows.
And then you still don't love me in the new year.
Over here to the left, you have Silverleaf, and you have what's really exciting is if you look at the beginning of Silverleaf, you have those townhomes that are the Dreamfinders townhomes. Really excited. Really excited to see the Dreamfinders townhomes because in all of the many Dreamfinders communities that I've sold in, none of them had townhomes. They had bungalows, and they had their beautiful single-family floor plans like the Tidewater, the Anna Maria, the Arlington, the Avalon. Oh my gosh, so many good floor Biscayne.
I declare 2024 the year of Dreamfinders in Horizon West because they're everywhere. That was Hamlin Ridge.
Yep.
Right? There's Hamlin Point, right? By the way, too many ridges. Still too many ridges.
Two ridges and...
It's hard for us to keep... But then as we come up here, so now New Independence Parkway here.
Right.
That road is getting extended, probably not this year, but that road is getting extended into Claremont.
Yes.
That's down toward Hamlin proper and the Walmart. But as we come up here, you're going to see another Dreamfinder sign.
Yep.
So, again...
Not to mention Ovation.
And Palms at Windermere is now starting to build. They're already selling there.
It's so much
it is the year of Dreamfinders.
So and and again, we don't work for Dreamfinders, but certainly have sold many times with that builder. And I'm just very excited. I love seeing these new communities, pop up from familiar builders, put it that way.
And candidly, I have no idea what that is. I don't have a name for that or anything, but I'll look it up. Maybe I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah,
you kind of know? You have scoop?
Well, I mean, I have my people that send me things of what they know, but not all of it is officially confirmed, so we don't want to, I certainly don't want to say something. As we know, builders change their mind all the time.
And so, you might have seen the sign that said, "Welcome to Lake Avalon." So now we have entered the word I have trouble saying, the rural village.
The rural village.
So now we're in the rural village. So now we're out of Horizon West, essentially, now.
Right.
We're into Winter Garden proper.
Yeah.
I've said proper twice this time.
Proper.
Now 3 times. Proper. Anyway, so we're going to not only stop by a listing real quick to check on something, but also to then go shoot a video, which you will have already seen if you've watched our channel by the time. So
beautiful
time is out of sorts. Yeah.
Yes.
So check that out if you don't see it. But I wanted to start our 2024 edition of Sunday Drive. First of all, new things abound. We're in your new Honda Odyssey.
Yes.
Which is actually a really good car for the Sunday Drive. I'm very excited about it.
So here's the truth, like full disclosure. So this is the third Odyssey I've had.
Yep.
With 4 kids, you can imagine when my kids were younger, I was definitely, mom van, person. Had lots of vans, not just the Odyssey. We had a couple of other brands, but Hondas. We've also had Honda Pilots, Honda CRVs. We've just had a lot of Honda products. So not tooting on Honda, but
It's a recommendation given that this is your third one.
Yes, exactly. And given the other cars that I've had over the course of time, and
but Amy,
this I found to be the most reliable. So therefore, I'm super excited about it because I'm also old. What?
But Amy, you're the number one realtor in Disney's backyard, as we like to say.
Yes.
Shouldn't you be driving a BMW or a Lexus or something like that?
Well, I don't want to.
You ain't fancy.
No, I ain't fancy.
I think that's literally what I thought to myself, because I'm in charge of cars. So this was sort of like, I was like, this was also a thing with other car things we have coming up in the year. So it was a good time to do it
around
before the end of the year. Not because we're car people, but because we're life people. We have a lot of kids, and people need cars for other things. Anyway, so it was important to do this before the end of the year.
Right.
But I really did, so I was sort of in charge of getting Amy the new car, and I kept being like, so this is what you want? I'm like, you don't want this Acura? You don't want this BMW? You don't want this... And literally in the back of my head the whole time is, she ain't fancy.
No, I know. There's nothing wrong with those types of vehicles either. I just feel like there's so much of those fancy logos and emblems on them is not what I'm about. I'm about... again, there's nothing wrong with that. It's great if that's what you want. I just feel like that's more of an image car. Yeah. I need practicality for my life.
And by the way, new in 2024, it's ongoing here. Park Square Homes right here.
Yeah, they're mostly sold out.
Avalon Ridge. Hey, it's a ridge. Come on. Use some imagination. That kind of is a ridge, though.
Yeah,
so,
it is,
So they're full credit for that.
Backs up to John's Lake,
Anyway, there's a photograph on one of our... coming up on this month's one of our trade magazines for realtors, and it's one of those standard, with the Ferrari and the thing and whatever. And I not only are you not fancy, I think it's important to you that you not do that, because it's false. Now that's not false for them. I'm not saying it's false for them.
No, this is not a judgment call on anybody who has any other type of vehicle, and this is not even about vehicles. It's just about the fact that
you ain't fancy.
I ain't fancy. I'm mostly about practicality. I've got 2 grandbabies coming this year. I want to be able to have a good, safe vehicle for them with easy in and out. I mean, no joke. I'm getting older, turning a year older here shortly.
Yep.
And it's like the body's not what it used to be, and things hurt that I didn't know I had.
I'm going to go deep, and don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. There's another... So let's go inside the marriage.
No.
Every time we buy a new vehicle, I make Amy promise to go parking with me and smooch me in the car. And so far...
Okay.
So we can feel young.
Continuing on. So about real estate. So...
Okay. Let's talk about 2024.
Yes.
So interest rates, the Fed has promised to lower interest rates.
That's going to be helpful. By the way, it is very early in January, and I have to tell you, I have already seen a pickup. Just like I told people, listings that were a little bit kind of slow going. The buyers just weren't out there, but everything is picking up. Now the buyers are back out. They're like, hey, just got transferred. Hey, found out I can work remotely. Hey, I'm going to retire this year.
Yeah.
Everything is lining up. We have several listings that we've known were coming.
Yeah.
But now the time is here.
We also have a couple of listings where it was very slow in December.
Yes.
So the listing we're going to right now to check on something, it's a pending.
Yes.
It was slow. 4 offers.
4 offers.
In a day.
Right before Christmas.
Yeah.
Literally a couple days before Christmas. Lots of offers on it. So, it's just... Honestly, there is no rule. There is no one rule for everyone, for every buyer, for every seller, for every listing, for every resale home. There is not a rule. It is always on a case-by-case basis. So don't let anyone ever tell you, I can guarantee that I will sell your house in X amount of time. Because unless they plan on buying it themselves, it's not going to happen. It could happen. Yes, go ahead.
Just Avalon Reserve right here.
Yep.
May have a new listing coming up there. Yep. We used to live there. There.
Yep, that's a 66 home community. Go ahead.
Ridge is the new Reserve. So it used to be everything was named Reserve. I'm sorry, 66 home community. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
That's okay. 66 home community. It's shaped like an oval. In the middle of the oval is a pond with a beautiful fountain. There's a playground, so it's a smaller community. So if you're looking for more tight knit, the kids can kind of. When we used to live in there, and we loved the trick or treating because of the sidewalk situation. We would call it the inner and the outer loop. You just do the inner loop and the outer loop, and you had 66 homes
and
get
loaded down.
At any rate, but yeah. So 2024, there's going to be a lot. So if you're thinking of moving. Maybe you live in Florida and you're thinking of just getting a new home in Florida, or maybe you have to move out of state. We're happy to help you through the sale of your existing home. If you're looking to move here, maybe you live in Florida and you're looking to find another home in Florida. At any rate, we're certainly happy.
We had a comment on one of our YouTube videos the other day. The same comment we get all the time. People shouldn't buy houses now because everything's going to crash. Nuh-uh. And we've been telling you, nuh-uh, for a while. That's the official real estate term. Stony Brook West, by the way, back entrance here. Greenhouse for various medical products there. Really, the theory now at this point is when supply has still been short, right? There's a lot of people that have houses that they have a 3, 4, 5% interest rate on. So they're sort of stuck. They can't move. Go ahead.
I just want to point out golf courses on the Stony Brook golf course.
Yeah,
golf carts.
Golf carts, yeah, they're playing.
Yeah, they're playing. Anyway, go ahead.
So the theory is that, eventually prices would have to collapse because people couldn't afford the new interest rate, whatever. Now, with the prediction that interest rates are going to fall 3 times this year, and they're already falling, by the way. We were over 7. Now we're pushing the low 6s. Like it's going down. So the theory is we are in this gap right now before we get back to a crazy time. Because if interest rates go back down in the 5s,
right,
the theory of what's going to happen, anything can happen, is that all of these sellers now are going to flood the market, right? Mm-hmm. But
so are the buyers.
So are the buyers, and more buyers than sellers.
And now we're into a competitive market again.
And what's going to happen when we have a competitive market with prices?
And the prices are going to go
up.
And you're going to have to be generous in your offer.
Yeah.
And kind of go back to that. So, point is, it's a good time now.
We're in the sweet spot right now because it hasn't happened. Don't forget going over there. It's the sweet spot right now. So that's all I have to say about that. Yep. As far as us for YouTube, I kind of wanted to just share for life. I sort of started this with you by saying we're going to John's Lake Point. That's where the pending listing is. I just wanted to share with everyone. I sort of couched this with you of let's reintroduce you. Like, who are you? So I'll do it. Number 1 realtor in Disney's backyard, which is the area just north and west. You are.
I know, but
the area just north and west of Walt Disney World, which our son running the Walt Disney World Marathon. Maybe as you're watching this, if his time's a little slow because he's got an injury and not feeling great. Anyway, so here to help. Doesn't work for a builder. We do a coffee time Monday mornings. We do these Sunday drives, almost occasionally. People drive down the end and loop. We do these Sunday drives most every week, but sometimes we take a week off. And then we do home tour videos, but then we have some great video series coming up. So please like and subscribe. Join us for the year. Next week we're going to take you around we're going to start taking you around some of the other areas again for a look in 2024 of what's coming new. So stay with us. And then at the end of every video, if you don't know us, Amy says this other thing.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Please stay safe, stay well. Remember, we love you, and happy house hunting. Happy New Year.